As we all know, KSI is an asshole and he's a dickhead to his friends that were with him for 15 years. So today we are going to be reacting to every KSI L explained.
The Eurogamer incident. KSI was just 19 years old when this happened. His channel had exploded past 1 million subscribers through FIFA videos, major brands like Razer were inviting him to events, Microsoft was interested, and he was one of the fastest growing British YouTubers. During the Eurogamer Expo at Earl's Court in London,
what the fuck is he doing, bro? What is he doing with this gun, bro? Like, genuinely. Bro, she does not think you're bad, bro. I promise you she's looking at him like thinking like, who the fuck is this chopped ass dude with a big ass forehead, bro?
Filmed a video that would become one of the biggest controversies of his career. In the now deleted video, KSI approached female staff members, not to discuss games, but to ask inappropriate questions. He asked one woman what
did I tell ya? Fucking dickhead. He deserves whatever is coming to him, man. He deserves to get smacked on the face. By the way, bro, I could just, his head just looks so backhandable. I could just slap him so hard. It'd be funny, bro. I can say, Michael Jordan. I literally do nothing, bro. I'm a 10 times champion boxer, bro. I'm capping, bro. I'm not that strong. KSI, please. I'm joking, please. KSI, please. I'm just hate farming KSI, please.
Favorite STI was.
All right, so what's your favorite STD?
Oh, definitely chlamydia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just because you already have it.
Questioned another about the size of her breasts while staring at her chest.
All right, hey guys, you're working on
why is he so weird? Why is he so weird, KSI? Why? Like, how is he getting 1 million views, but I don't get nothing? He's just an asshole, bro. He's a pompous idiot. That's what he is, man. Like, fuck, bro. Let's see what else this asshole does, man. Hold on.
KSI was no longer just a teenager making videos in his bedroom. He already had major brand partnerships and millions of young viewers who looked up to him.
You know who KSI reminds me of at this point, bro? He deadass reminds me of Mr. Beast 6000, bro. Y'all remember the era when Mr. Beast used to just genuinely not give a fuck at all, bro? Because he had no sponsors. Dude, the era of unsponsored YouTubers was insane in my personal opinion, bro. We had unsponsored Asho Speed, Prime Mr. Beast, dickhead rat KSI, because let's be honest, bro. KSI, he's fucking built like a rat. So, I mean, we don't have to worry about him. But, dude, the one guy I miss from that era has to be like Rage FuziTube, bro. Rage FuziTube was insane, bro. Pulling his hair out, crashing out, beating people up, bro. It was crazy, bro. He even said the hard R a couple times, man. It was kind of funny to see him like go on a mental insanity strike, man. Neon being a little bit of a dickhead, but Neon's more of a modern dickhead. Jack Doherty. Fucking hate that guy. I could really just like, listen, I promise you, if me and Jack Doherty were in a boxing fight, I could just smack the hell out of him, bro. I could just backhand him so hard, it's not even funny, bro. I really could. Like, his face is just so like, you know what I mean?
He used that platform to treat women working at a professional gaming event as props for content, including a Mountain Dew promoter whose appearance he mocked, and attendees who clearly did not want to be involved. The backlash was immediate. Eurogamer permanently banned KSI from all future events. Razer publicly distanced itself from him, and Microsoft ended its relationship with him, stating that his behavior did not represent the company's values. Losing a Microsoft partnership at just 19 years old was a major setback, and showed how seriously the industry viewed the incident. KSI stayed silent while his manager released an apology, saying sexism was not something he condoned and that this type of content would not be repeated. The apology referred to it as content of the past, even though the video had only been uploaded days earlier. KSI himself did not publicly address—
Wow. Manager is really PR trained, man. Really, man. Oh, what can you do like that? You know, that manager really reminds me of Diddy's lawyer, bro. Like, Diddy's lawyer was fucking sucking on his dick saying, okay. Yeah, I need to calm down. Diddy's lawyer was just glazing his schmeat, bro. Like, I remember when the Diddy files came out, Diddy's lawyer was saying, oh, Diddy could never do such a thing. An honest working man like Diddy could never. He would never order 1,000 baby oil bottles and do nothing with them, man. He would never have more baby oil than a fucking Menard store, man. He would never. Because Diddy is such a good man, man. I want to invite Diddy to have my kids wed. Okay, that sounded weird. Okay, I want to invite Diddy to my marriage.
The incident until 2017, when he uploaded reacting to sexual harassment. Looking back at the footage, he admitted it was bad and said he couldn't believe people had enjoyed it. However, he also explained his behavior by saying,
I guess that's misogyny number one. Actually, real quick, what the fuck is on my head? Oh, I was such a virgin. Funny thing is, I was actually a virgin at the time of this video.
framing it as a lack of sexual experience rather than acknowledging why the women involved felt uncomfortable. The rape face era. After the Eurogamer controversy, many expected KSI to change. Instead, he continued making similar content. The incident was not an isolated mistake, but part of a broader pattern that had already existed in his videos. KSI created a recurring gag he called the rape face, his own name for it. The joke
KSI really had a big forehead back then, man. He really wore glasses too. Like you never really realized it, bro. You know, the one thing I don't like about KSI is his name, bro. Look, KSI full name, bro. Olejana Olekana Williams Olatanji. Like, bro. No! You know what we can call him? We can call KSI the triple O, bro. Just like he has an O-size forehead, bro. Triple O. Triple O coming. Triple O. Dub is good, gonna. Oh. Oh. Triple O. Double operative. Oh, no. Wait. Triple O locking in.
joke involved turning to the camera and shouting phrases like, "You're getting raped today."
You're getting raped today.
Well, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be a nice guy for a bit, okay? To be fair, in KSI's case, YouTube was super edgy back in this era. Back in the 2015 era, YouTube was not as moderated as it was again, and you know that's probably the main reason as to why the ad apocalypse of 2017 happened, because ads were being played over this kind of edgy, insane content, and there was like just no sort of moderation. It's kind of like what happened to Twitter after Elon Musk got his hands on it. You know, it just turned into like a filthy, dirty place where the scum hang out. You know what I mean? Where the rats of the world hang out. It really turned Twitter into a shit show, you know what I mean? It really turned Twitter into a sort of a modern day Reddit.
LOL.
It became a regular feature of his early content and was embraced by many fans as
Back the fuck up, KSI. Back up, bro. I don't need you looking into my soul, bro.
a catchphrase. For years, YouTube and advertisers took no action, and the videos remained online without consequences. The backlash finally came in 2015, when the End Violence Against Women publicly criticized his videos for trivializing rape and contributing to a culture where sexual violence is not taken seriously. The organization urged YouTube and advertisers to reconsider supporting his content. The criticism was picked up by major UK outlets, turning the issue from YouTube drama into a national discussion. As more of KSI's past content resurfaced, additional content
Bro, people really watched his shit. People really watched his shit. So y'all tell me, y'all gonna watch a fucking man fucking take a shit on his bed? Wow. And that's YouTube let that slide, bro? Wow, bro.
controversies emerged. In a 2014 video, he repeatedly called a page 3 model a while discussing her sex life. In another deleted video, he made graphic sexual comments about Casper Lee's sister Theodora, despite her having no connection to YouTube.
You have a sister?
Nah, not gonna lie, bro. If he said shit about my sister and I was near him, if I was that guy, I would smack the fuck out of him, bro. I would give him a right hook, left hook, jab. He would be knocked out within 2 seconds, bro. You do not talk about another man's sister like that, man. You do not. That is probably one of like the deepest spots for any given man, bro. And if you're gonna let somebody talk about your sister that way, you're a cuck. That's what you are.
Casper? What's her name?
Her name is Theodora.
Sidora?
Theodora.
Like Dora the Explorer?
Kind of, except with Theo.
Because I'm gonna explore her. Jesus. She's gonna watch this and she's gonna be like, you know what? I need a bit of black. I need that black all up inside my veins.
Bro, he would not have gotten that word out. He would not have been able to get the word. Like, the moment he even started to even mouth that, my fist already would have made contact, bro. I'm telling you right now. Like, Like chat, usually I'm not a crash out. I promise you. I'm usually not this mad as I am right now, right? But I'm irritated. I'm high on Alani. People were telling me earlier I'm gonna die. I had near death experiences today, and I'm just not in a good mood, right? So I don't know. I usually don't hate on KSI this much, but you know I'm a hate farm, bro.
KSI also drew criticism after openly talking about wanting to sleep with Zoella while sitting beside her boyfriend Joe Sugg.
Describe Zoella in one word.
Okay. One word. Describe my sister. How you describing her? 3, 2, 1, go.
Bangable. Yo, that's a compliment though.
Yeah.
Like, and there's so many guys who would destroy her, and then Alfie's the one plowing your sister.
Alfie.
Just.
KSI's team responded by saying he had made mistakes as a teenager and had already apologized. However, critics pointed out that much of the controversial content was created between 2012 and 2014, when he was already an adult with millions of subscribers and major brand partnerships.
This guy's just weird. Now I'm realizing why all this stuff's just coming up, bro. Like, wow. Is this what fame really does to people, bro? Hold on, I need to skip this for a second, bro. I can't be getting demonetized off YouTube, bro. Let's skip ahead. Just
Energy. Each can of Prime Energy contained 200 milligrams of caffeine, more than Red Bull, 80 milligrams, and tweeted the opposite of what he actually intended to do.
He says, I don't really remember the details of every transaction I made. These were coins I...
So now they're talking about the KSI crypto scams, right? Well, to be fair, it was 100% KSI's fault. It was more of a Logan Paul type thing because Logan Paul was just trying to get that bag, you know. And honestly, Ultra Speed was also involved with this for a little bit because they brought up fake Ronaldo, and Ultra Speed realized and he started to crash out on stream. But the difference between them and Ultra Speed is Ultra Speed actually came out and apologized later on about the whole crypto scam situation because it was from this one company trying to exploit as many people as possible to get money. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, if that was me, I would take the bag of the crypto scam money. Then what I would do is I would expose them immediately after.
put my own money in, thinking they would do well. I would listen to what people said on Twitter and just follow stuff. I invested in Doge, etc. I didn't have malicious intent in trying to scam. I was new to crypto, so I was excited, putting money in random things and trying to chase the pumps, and ultimately lost heavily. I hope people didn't take advice or tweets as gold, because looking back at my track record, I was effing dog shit. I wish I was an evil genius that would pump and dump at the right time, because then at least people would say that I had some wit about me. Reality is, I was just shit at crypto.
Critics found this explanation unconvincing, arguing that someone with millions of followers would understand the influence his endorsements could have on a token's price, especially when the same pattern appeared across multiple cryptocurrencies. Prime and the children. After the crypto controversy, KSI faced another wave of criticism over Prime, the beverage company he co-founded with Logan Paul.
That's because the Prime had like too much caffeine in it, or like electrolytes in it. Because like with energy drinks, right, or with just any standard type of drink, right, they like to market a lot about how important and essential having electrolytes in it is, right? But then again, you got to realize that too many electrolytes can actually be bad for you. It can cause actual serious health problems, right? And so I'm assuming there were probably a couple cases of kids having some sort of like troubles using the bathroom, or even worse scenarios like death and all that.
Much of the criticism focused on the company's marketing toward children and the health concerns surrounding its energy drink. Prime launched in 2022 as a hydration drink, marketed as a healthier alternative to soft drinks. Backed by KSI and Logan Paul's enormous audiences, it became an instant success, with bottles selling out worldwide and even being resold at inflated prices. However, controversy grew after the release of Prime Energy. Each can of Prime Energy contained 200 milligrams of caffeine, more than Red Bull, 80 milligrams, and Monster Energy, 160 milligrams.
I love it. It's sick.
I won't lie, I'm probably cooked because this can right here, it contains 200 milligrams of caffeine. And I've had like one or two of these cans. So if I die, this could genuinely be like the last words I say on stream. Or last words I say on a recording, man. So if I do, someone please comment saying something like, he was here, he really lived a good life. Or he really lived in a way that he wanted to. He lived to pursue his dreams. Type in chat, he lived to pursue his dreams. Type in the comment section. He lived to pursue his dreams. He never gave up on them to the very end.
It's like Red Bull, but tastes nicer. It's like Monster, but tastes better. Like, that's just it. And I'm not even trying to come at you like, yo, I own Prime. Like, Prime is the best. Da, da, da. Like, this is just me being honest. Especially the American version, because that's 200 mg, like that shit gets me hyped up, bro. That's the shit I need. In England, it's all 120, 130. Off, man. I need more milligrams. Give me the caffeine. I do love caffeine.
Critics argued that a highly caffeinated product was being heavily promoted by creators whose audiences included millions of children and teenagers. Reports also emerged of children experiencing medical emergencies after consuming the drink.
Wait, that high caffeine amount was in the normal drink? What? So it was in their base prime drink. I never knew that. I also thought they had like the special other energy drink, because it's either he's just showing the wrong visuals or I'm just tripping.
Including a child in Wales who suffered cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
In response, schools across the UK, Canada, and Australia banned Prime Energy from their campuses. Racial slur. By 2023, KSI had largely rebuilt his image. He had boxed Logan Paul twice, earned platinum music success.
Wait, I mean, what racial slur could he really say? Like, that would be controversial, because he's like, there's not a lot, like, I mean, other than one I'm thinking of off the top of my head, which, I mean, I doubt he would have said, because he's not that stupid, right? I mean, then again, it is KSI. It's like, you really gotta think, how does someone have such a big forehead and such a big amount of space for, like, a mind to go in, but just don't have the IQ, you know?
Helped make Prime a massive brand, and was reportedly in talks with the BBC to headline his own entertainment show. But during a Sidemen Countdown parody, one moment threatened to undo years of rebuilding. While playing the word game, KSI formed and said a 4-letter racial slur targeting Pakistani and South Asian people. He said it without hesitation, and the other Sidemen members laughed. The video was uploaded, but once the clip spread online, it sparked immediate backlash from the South Asian community.
What was the controversial word he said? So to all my South Asians in the chat, is nope like a bad word for Pakistani people or what? I don't get it.
All right, JJ and Harry. I'm not. No.
Wait, what?
Look, we need points in it. I don't. I don't mean this maliciously, but the word.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Wait, what did he say?
I don't. Guys, come on.
Can we have a backup? We have a backup one.
I don't think that's in the dictionary.
I'm looking, Simon. You wouldn't give points to racism, would you? Pakistani is in the dictionary.
Yeah, that is the start.
Come on, man. No.
Sadly, it's not.
Oh, it's just like a difference.
As I said, if you can convince me it's a real word.
Hey, you know what I'm ashamed of, bro? I'm ashamed of Chunks, bro. Like, how you laughing, bro? How you letting this slide, bro? Those are your Pakistani brothers, bro. Like, I'll say KSI is obviously a minority, right? But the type of black between Chunks and KSI is different, right? I'll say, like, he has to have some level of responsibility there. Like, you cannot let that type of stuff slide, bro. Like, you gotta press this shit for that. You gotta be like, hey, this is a racist, bro. You can't be doing that. You know what I mean? We're all equal. We're all human beings.
Go on then.
Look, there's quite a few videos I can whip out.
JJ, stop digging.
No,
Stop.
We're gonna give you
Especially Big Star.
Many of them explained that the slur had been used against them for decades in schools, workplaces, and public spaces. For them, it was far more than an offensive joke. The consequences were swift. The BBC reportedly ended discussions about KSI's planned entertainment show, with reports describing internal crisis talks over the controversy. KSI also stepped away from social media and later visited both a mosque and a gurdwara, appearing to educate himself about the communities he had offended.
Sure,
KSI apologized soon afterward.
In a recent video, I used a racial term that is offensive to so many, especially in the South Asian community. There are no excuses for what I said, and I recognize I've caused a lot of hurt and disappointment to so many people that look up to me. And my ignorance has only reinforced the negative stereotypes that have.
Bro, this is just the most unauthentic YouTuber apology, bro. He's dead ass just reading off a fucking script, bro. Like, be a human, man. Like, if you genuinely mean it, you look in the camera in the eyes and be like, I'm fucking sorry. You know, I'm a fucking asshole. I didn't mean to do this. You know what I mean? You would be a human about it. Like, he just doesn't care. He's just PR trained. That's what I hate. I want YouTube to go back to the days of people who actually cared about their audience members, who cared. You know what I mean? That's why I fuck with Joe Barr so much, because he actually gives a fuck, bro. He actually gives a fuck about racism. Yeah, he actually gives a fuck about all the bad stuff, bro. You know what I mean?
existed for way too long in this country.
Saying
he
there
doesn't let
was
it
no
slide.
excuse for using the slur, and admitting he had been messing up a lot lately. His visits to the mosque and Gurdwara were viewed by many as an effort to better understand the harm he had caused, rather than simply issuing a public apology. However, critics argued that the incident was difficult to excuse. KSI grew up in the UK, attended Berkhamsted School, and had spent years in British media, where the history and impact of the slur are widely understood. Some also questioned why the other sidemen laughed instead of reacting with discomfort, suggesting the environment.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Especially Trunks and Big Star. Y'all two need to get y'all shit together, bro. Because how are you letting him do this shit? Genuinely.
Had become too casual around language that should never have been treated as acceptable. Lunchly. Prime had already put KSI in the middle of a serious conversation about whether.
Dude, this gives me memories, bro. This gives me memories when I was shitting on him for Lunchly. I was saying, hey, how you gonna talk about how Dan TDM's an asshole when you did all this shit, right? You know what I mean? It's like you really have no room to talk, KSI. You really don't.
Influencers should be selling health products to children. A reasonable person coming out of that situation might have decided to be more careful about the next consumer product they attach their name to. KSI went in the opposite direction. In September 2024, he partnered with Logan Paul and Mr. Beast to launch Lunchly, a prepackaged meal product designed to compete directly with Lunchables. And the rollout immediately became one of the most criticized business moves of his career.
Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar. Boo. Feastables Crunch Bar.
Yeah!
Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese. Ooh. We're also 30 less calories, 3 less grams of fat, and 8 less grams of sugar.
Oh, I can't wait for that part. Child, y'all know what part of Logan Paul about to say. Come on.
Turkey stack
say
310 calories.
Come on, say it.
21
Please
grams
say
of
it.
sugar.
Come on.
Only 7 grams of sugar.
I need this. I really need to roast somebody right now. I need to roast them.
Which one has better ingredients? All right, we'll start off with the Lunchables.
Please say it.
Bro.
The product itself was built around existing brands.
Why did he let him say it, bro? Why did he let him say it? He just cut it out, bro. Like, damn. I was about to make a whole joke saying I like my cheese moldy, bruh. I like my cheese moldy, bruh. I don't give a fuck about people getting cancer and dying. I don't give a fuck, man. I was about to make a joke like that, bro. And my name's Logan Paul. And I seen some dude get hung on a tree in Japan and then fucking decide to film it like a disrespectful little rat. You know? I was about to make that joke, but no, it's fine.
The 3 creators already own. Each Lunchly pack came with a Prime drink, a Feastables chocolate bar from Mr. Beast, and a small portion of actual food in 3 varieties: a pizza option, a turkey stack, and Fiesta nachos.
Whoa! Watch where you're going.
You watch where you're going.
No, you watch where you're going.
Ooh. Whoa! Watch where you're going. You watch where you're going. No, you watch where you're going. Ooh. Whoa! Watch where you're going. You watch where you're going.
Whoa! Watch where you're going. You watch where you're going. No, you watch where you're going. Ooh. Lunchly! Lunchly!
The marketing leaned heavily into the idea that Lunchly was a healthier, better alternative to Lunchables, which had faced its own scrutiny over ingredient quality and had even been flagged for lead contamination in some products. The trio positioned themselves as fixing a broken market, giving kids something better than what already existed. The internet was not buying it.
And we just got them from the store. It says used by December 8th, 2024. And today's date is October 16th. So these are supposed to be good for like another 2 months. This is molded. That's mold. This is not safe. Especially like kids that are so young, they may not know what mold looks like, so they might just eat it. I saw a picture circulating about mold, but I didn't know if it was fake or, you know, I just had heard about it, but this is real, you guys.
The lack of quality control is crazy.
It is mold.
Why is there mold in the Lunchly?
Oh my god. It's actually disgusting.
Epic ingredients.
The moment that ignited everything was a single tweet from Dan TDM. For context, Dan TDM is one of the most genuinely respected creators in the YouTube space. He built his entire brand around Minecraft content aimed at children. He has maintained a clean reputation for over a decade, and he is not someone known for starting drama or inserting himself into other people's business. When he speaks, his audience listens, and his audience is enormous. On September 16th, 2024, he posted that he could not stay quiet anymore. He wrote that what the Lunchly trio were doing was selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple.
And I remember specifically when KSI read it in his stupid voice, bro. I remember he was like, "What happened to YouTubers, man?" And he was reading it in stupid voice, bro. And I commented on how he's just insecure.
and that they were selling crap to kids who did not know better than to trust the people selling it to them. The tweet got 600,000 likes. The internet overwhelmingly sided with him immediately. Logan Paul responded first, pointing out that Dan TDM had promoted his own branded merchandise and subscription snack boxes in the past, including a product called Munch Pack aimed at kids, and challenging him on the inconsistency. Mr. Beast took a more measured approach, laying out nutritional comparisons between Lunchly and Lunchables, and arguing that his product had fewer calories.
It's like, you know, I don't get about Mr. Beast. It's like, Mr. Beast is probably like a smart guy. He's a very smart, he's a very intelligent PR trained guy. He knows how to avoid controversy. He knows how to not be in like the scene of like all the bad action. Cause you know, obviously he has probably like the biggest magnifying glass on him. Like when you got 500 million people watching you on a consistent, like you learn to get your act together, right? Real quick. Right. But what I don't get is why would he choose to work with fucking Dumb and Dumber, bro? Like that's what I don't get, bro. Logan Paul and KSI are literally Dumb and Dumber, bro. Like genuinely. If you haven't seen that movie, go give it a watch. Like it'll explain them perfectly, man.
Calories, less sugar, and higher quality ingredients. Then KSI responded, and his response was the most telling of the three. He dug up a 9-year-old video of Dan TDM promoting a product aimed at young audiences, called him a dumb YouTuber publicly, and told him that rather than complaining and crying and trying to cancel someone for creating a product, the simple solution was to just not buy it.
Sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? At this point, his fans imploded.
The problem with KSI's response was not just the tone, though the tone was bad. It was the substance. Yeah. Dan TDM's criticism was not that...
It's like Dan TDM, he was more like respectful in his response. And I don't know, like... If I was answering him, I don't know why I would expect, you know, some dude like KSI to give me like a level-headed response when he was literally saying he would smash some dude's sister and like literally taking a shit on his bed. Like, I mean, bro, like, what can you really expect from the guy KSI, right? But you know, Dan TDM, he probably like sees the best in people. He sees like, he's better than me. You know what I mean? Is what I'd say, right? He really is better than me in a lot of ways, right? But it's like, dude, at the same time, Dan TDM. Come on, man. Like, we know this guy. He's a weirdo. He doesn't respect anybody. He just does whatever he wants on the internet and gets away with it.
Influencers should never have businesses. It was that packaging a Prime drink and a Feastables chocolate bar around a tiny portion of food and selling it to children as a nutritious lunch option is ethically questionable when your entire brand reach is built on a young audience that trusts you. The health case for Lunchly being a genuinely better option than Lunchables was nowhere near as clean as the marketing suggested. The Deji feud. Public feuds are common on YouTube, but KSI's conflict with his younger brother Deji became one of the platform's most personal and uncomfortable family disputes. What began with an argument on Christmas Eve 2018 escalated into a months-long public feud that involved their parents, relationships, and private family issues.
You'd expect him to always be on your side in anything you do. You expect family to always be, your number one priority. But with my brother, that's never ever been the case. My brother puts friends first. And the thing is, this isn't fake. I'm actually being genuine with you. He always puts friends first and then family, and it just doesn't make any sense.
For sure.
A lot of you guys, you probably already see this, that he always puts friends first over family, and this has been going on for years. So a lot of you guys have been mentioning, because you showed his bank statement, he's pissed off. No, that's minor. That's minuscule. Let me give you an example, okay? He's completely blocked me on social media. And
I feel like Deji's like the good version of KSI, like the alternate version of KSI if he was actually good, you know? How he would be Deji. And he's really been starting to pop off on social media recently, really making a massive rise, you know? As KSI has been going through all these controversies, people have been looking for a replacement. You know, Deji's the perfect option because he's got that same energy, except he actually has a good personality and is actually a good, genuine person.
Everything. He's blocked me out of everything.
The brothers had long lived in each other's shadow, with KSI achieving fame first, and Deji building his own successful channel afterward. During the Christmas Eve argument at their family home, Deji reportedly kicked KSI out, while KSI allegedly threatened to smash Deji's computer and break down his door. As the feud continued, Deji made several serious allegations. He claims KSI had pursued women he had feelings for, including one he said he loved, and accused his brother of never ever supporting or defending him, either privately with their parents or publicly online. Deji also revealed that the conflict had severely affected his mental health and said he had experienced suicidal thoughts. Deji later uploaded a 45-minute video describing what he viewed as years of bullying and feeling overshadowed by his older brother. He argued that the public image of two successful brothers hid a much more painful private relationship.
I couldn't explain. Because I have done nothing but support my...
No, but here's the thing, bro. Imagine Deji actually did commit suicide, bro. We put that in perspective for a second, right? Let's just walk through this, right? So you're gonna say these bad things to your brother? The only real family member you have. You're not gonna care about him, you're not gonna support him. I'm not even trying to cry, chat, but it's sad. It genuinely is, bro. It's like, bro, it's like you would think that your family would care for you, man. And that's probably what Deji was thinking, dude. It's like when they don't care, it's like, it's bad. Like, I don't even know how to formulate words anymore, man. I just get it, dude. Well, it's like one thing to like say weird things to random strangers, but to your own family, to not even care about your own brother, the guy who was always there for me from the start. That's a lot, man. A lot, bro. I think Deji's probably forgiven him by now, because it was so long ago. But like, still, bro. Oh man, and people still mess with KSI. And this is why I hate on him, bro. Because he's doing things that are tearing and ruining people's lives, bro. He doesn't care. He doesn't care anymore, man. I'm tired of it. I just want someone who cares. All right, man. I just didn't like it. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I had a little breakdown there because, I've been going through some stuff recently, chat.
My brother in everything. Brother's meant to stick by you no matter what. Have your back no matter what. Family sticks by you.
KSI also responded publicly, with both brothers continuing to release videos and social media posts that exposed increasingly personal family matters. Rather than resolving the conflict privately, they turned it into content for millions of viewers, encouraging fans to take sides and further escalating the situation. The feud highlighted a criticism that has followed KSI throughout his career, that he sometimes struggles to separate personal conflicts from content creation. The Sidemen split. If the Deji feud showed KSI's willingness to burn personal relationships for content, the Sidemen situation showed he was willing to do the same thing to his professional
ones. The thing is, too, he had known the Sidemen since he was a young child, bro. Like for 15, 16 years straight, he knew these guys. Imagine making content every day with your boys, your friends, becoming the world's biggest in like history, bro. The largest, getting hundreds of millions of views. And then just dipping on him saying, peace, I'm out. I don't care about y'all anymore. And then making crap content like Mr. Beast, bro. Trying to be a clone. And just getting less views, bro. He was acting like he was Cardi B. He was acting like he was all that. Like Oprah Winfrey or something, man.
And what makes this entry unique on the list is that it actually happened twice. Once in 2017 and once in 2026. And somehow the second time was worse than the first. Let's start with 2017. In August of that year, KSI tweeted that he was leaving the Sidemen, citing conflicts with Ethan Payne, known online as Bazinga, as the main reason. The announcement sent shockwaves through the YouTube community, because the Sidemen at that point were the biggest creator group in the UK, possibly in the world, and KSI was the face of it. Fans immediately picked sides. Diss tracks were made. The drama ran for months and generated enormous amounts of content and conversation across every platform. It felt like a genuine collapse of one of YouTube's most successful partnerships. Then KSI admitted it was fake, or at least partially fake.
It was fake, motherfuckers! You mad? Huh? You mad, bro? You mad, sis?
He said openly that the drama was meant to be manufactured, that it was supposed to be a planned content moment that got out of hand.
Start a fake beef with someone much more famous than yourself.
Nah, he would do that.
No, bro. It was meant to be fake, and then it got fucking real, bro. Harry ruined it. Harry fucking ruined the whole thing.
Bro, can you not tell it hurt? Listen to him.
This motherfucker, it was meant to be me and you, Ethan, and that was it.
The audience that had spent months emotionally invested in the fallout, picking sides, watching diss tracks, genuinely worrying about whether the group was finished, they had been played. The entire thing had been engineered for engagement, and the only reason it escalated beyond what was planned was because one of the members did not stick to the script. That is a significant breach of trust with an audience that had given those creators years of loyalty and genuine emotional investment. But 2017 looks almost forgivable compared to what happened in 2026. Because in May of this year, KSI did it again. Except this time it was real, it was permanent, and the way he handled it was arguably worse than anything else on this list. On May 31st, 2026, KSI posted a video titled, "I'm Leaving the Sidemen." He described it as the hardest video he had ever had to make in his life. He said he had gone back and forth on the decision for a very long time, that nothing bad had happened between him and the other members, and that the Sidemen deserved someone who could give 100%. He framed the entire thing around burnout, work-life balance, and needing time for his family and his partner. Emotional, considered, and on the surface, entirely reasonable. The problem was what the Sidemen said immediately after. Their statement confirmed that the news came as a surprise to them. Not a managed transition, not a conversation that had been building for months with all 7 members involved. A surprise.
You may have seen the news that has just been dropped. I didn't know that video was going out now, so I'm expecting a lot of people to just ask me about.
These were people KSI had made content with for over 13 years. People he described in his own farewell video as his second family. And he announced his departure to the public before telling them directly. He let them find out the same way his audience did. Then the interview surfaced, and it changed everything. After leaving, KSI gave interviews in which a very different version of his reasoning began to emerge.
It's always like a Harry Styles, you know, in one direction, or a Beyonce.
What I was talking about, bro. He's acting
Child.
cocky, bro. He's acting like he's all that. He's acting like he's the Mr. Beast of freaking Sidemen. Like he's like the main guy. And all the other guys are just side characters in his story, bro. Get your cringy ass out of here, bro. I am the main character. Everybody follows around my storyline. You guys are just background characters. I'm gonna do something to you. I'm gonna put dirt in your eye.
Of the Sidemen.
Is anyone near? Speed walks down the road.
I say Speed as a person is more famous.
And I disagree.
No.
Like, it's like, okay, who do you think's more?
You disagree. Brother, just look at the numbers. Asher Speed has 60 million and growing. He's literally acing towards 100 million right now. Subscribers. You have like maybe like 20 million subs. That's nothing. That's half. And you're not even growing at even close to his rate. Asher Speed is a global phenomenon. Anywhere he goes, he generates riots in large crowds of thousands of people, bro. Literally, he went to Indonesia for not even half a second, and somebody came in and stream sniped him, bro. You do not compare. You cannot amass an audience of millions of people to watch you live at the exact moment anything's happening, bro. Like, wow, the level of cockiness is insane, bro. I get it if Mr. Beast maybe said that, but dude, coming from KSI is rich.
Famous. Me or Speed?
Speed, mate.
You're mental, bro.
He said he gets more views than all of the Sidemen in a single month. He said he wants to reach actual goals. He said he needs to be bigger than Mr. Beast and I Show Speed. The burnout narrative, the family time, the work-life balance, all of that started looking like the public-facing version of a decision that was actually driven by something much simpler. The Sidemen were not growing fast enough for him. They were a ceiling, and he wanted to blow past it. KSI later posted a follow-up statement on Instagram, directly addressing the remaining.
Is KSI genuinely dumb, bro? Does he not know how like content creator roots work, bro? Literally, bro, the reason they're not growing as fast anymore is because they're literally reaching the limit of their audience, bro. I promise you, if KSI would just give it some more time, give it like 2-3 more years, and have them develop a new strategy, they could probably push past that limit. They're literally reaching like global people, hundreds of millions, dude. Like, what more could you ask for, bro? Like, what more could you... He's so greedy, dude. It's crazy.
Sidemen members, acknowledging that some of them were angry, saying, "I know you're all grieving in your own way because of my decision, but you knew it was coming for a while." That last part, you knew it was coming, landed badly, because their own public statements had already confirmed they did not know. He was asking them to accept a version of events that contradicted what they had already told the world. That is a strange thing to do to people you spent 13 years building something with. Thick of It. In October 2024, KSI released Thick of It.
I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. They know me where it snows. I skid in and they froze. 40 some million subs or so I've been told. I'm in my prime in the stadium Final Four. They bring me down, but trust I'm ready for the war. Whoa. I guess this is how the story goes. I mean, low-key, I won't lie. It's so bad, it's actually good in a sense. This is the only thing in this video I will give to KSI. Only thing I'll give it to him. This video was so bad, and I've talked about this before. I think KSI is secretly a mastermind. He made this shit like a hot piece of ass so that it would get hella views. So he can make money. So he could prove to the world that he can get more views than the Sidemen. Like, what?
Timing the song to capitalize on the attention surrounding the Lunchley and Dan TDM controversy. Yeah. While the strategy made sense from a marketing perspective, the song itself was met with overwhelming ridicule and quickly became one of the internet's biggest memes of the year.
Pull any Disney movie with the chase scene, any Disney movie right now. I'm gonna show y'all some shit real quick. The new boss.
The track received an overwhelmingly negative response. Comment sections, TikTok, and YouTube filled with parody videos, reaction clips.
Ashley Smith's reaction to it was actually super funny, bro. He was like, KSI, I promise I won't laugh. And then his facial reactions, it was like this.
Memes mocking the song's lyrics, production, and delivery. Rather than becoming a hit, Thick of It became known more as an internet joke than a successful release. Instead of accepting the criticism, KSI argued that the
but at the same time, it was kind of mega successful though. It went mega viral, hundreds of millions of views, so I mean, you could view that as a success.
Backlash was simply engagement from haters, and that people misunderstood what he was trying to do. Critics felt this missed the point, as much of the criticism focused on the quality of the song itself, rather than KSI's personal controversies. The situation escalated further when KSI's team issued copyright claims against creators and streamers who used the song in parody videos and reaction content. Many videos were demonetized.
No, literally, that ass KSI might literally restrict my video for having that small, tiny ass little segment of me singing it, bro. No, because I remember I was reacting to it, and KSI literally restricted my say within 2 seconds, bro. So all I gotta say to that, KSI, is fuck you. You're a dickhead. I hope you get everything you deserve. I hope you go to fucking jail, man. I couldn't give 2 fucks about you, bro. You're gonna give me views, you're gonna give me money, man. I don't care. I'm getting my bread, my cheese, my cheddar. Hey, all I gotta say is NBA squad, stand up.